Good afternoon, Frost Middle School. I'm gonna give a couple more seconds for folks to hop on who haven't hopped on yet. So one minute and then I'll start. Okay, Ms. Muhammad, your mic is on. If you can turn your mic off for me, please. Thank you. Okay, hey, everybody. I just wanted to take this moment to address the entire student body and staff concerning the acts of violence that we've all been witness to over the past couple of weeks. First, starting in Buffalo, New York, where some African-American citizens were shot down in a grocery store. And then just yesterday at Robb Elementary School in Texas, where innocent children, school-age children, were targeted. Oftentimes, we're asked, both in school and elsewhere, to keep moving forward without taking time to process the thoughts and feelings we may have about a certain event. We have to guard against that thought and feeling, guard against that urge, because processing is an important skill. We all may feel, or we should feel, something as a result of seeing what happened yesterday. Now, some of you may not be aware, while others are acutely aware of what happened yesterday. And as principal, I have to weigh whether or not I should address it. But certainly it would not be prudent of me not to, given that we all are one Frost family. And we have to support one another during this time and through all times of tragedy. I wanted to come to you all today to remind you to be mindful of the resources that you have here at your, at your disposal, both staff and students and community. We have our student services counselors here for you. They should have sent some information out to you through Schoology. Our school psychologists, we have 2 school psychologists here at Frost Middle School, and also we have, I think we have 2 social workers, if I'm not mistaken, all of which who are here to support you, in addition to your teachers and your admin team here at Frost Middle School. So use your resources if you are feeling that you need that support. I also want to talk a little bit about, I'll give you some reminders about safety and security. First of all, if you see something, say something. Go and report something that does not look correct. We are only as safe as all of us taking responsibility to ensure that we're safe, if that makes sense. A couple of reminders for you all, kind of like some practical things that you can do. The first thing is never, ever, ever open an exterior door for anybody. Students, you are never to open an exterior door for anybody. That includes me or any teacher here at Frost Middle School. We have keys, we have badges, we can press a button to be buzzed in. You are never to open a door, an exterior door to the Frost Middle School for anybody. Even if you know Mrs. Johnson, even if you know so-and-so, okay? That keeps us all safe. If we all follow that protocol, okay? Never open an exterior door for anyone. Secondly, make sure you take those keys. If you're in the classroom in the scrape, make sure you take that bathroom key back to the teacher. Always be mindful and be vigilant. I want to also remind us that some of us may have the inkling, or I'm not sure of the right word. Some of us like to joke around a lot. Okay, I would say that. Maybe not any of you that are watching or listening right now, but some students like to joke around a lot. And some students may find it funny to joke around about shooting at schools, or mentioning things about guns or weapons or the like. Obviously, this is never acceptable at school, but certainly now, when things are heightened, I want you to consider that you should not be joking about that. Again, you should never joke about it. Okay, you're in 7th and 8th grade, you should know better. But understand that when you joke about certain things, or you talk about certain things, specifically a school threat or school shooting, there's an immediate response that has to be made by us. Primarily, the police are called. Officer Sear is going to be doing an investigation. So while you're joking, he is not, and neither am I. Okay? You have to seek to keep each other safe, and by joking around about certain things, it will not be tolerated. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay. Finally, I guess I'll say that I would ask you all, students, to be mindful of your teachers at this point in time. Okay, your teachers and your counselors, everybody whose job it is to take care of you, to take care of students, how they may be feeling, understanding that they have to come, maybe when some folks are really, really sad about what happened yesterday. You know, where their colleagues, right? Teacher colleagues have been struck down, and certainly anybody with a heart, knowing that a 1st grader or 2nd grader or 3rd grader is struck down, that takes a toll on us all. And so be mindful of that fact, you know, say thank you to a teacher, or show some care to your teachers, because we all need it. And I'm hopeful that teachers will also do the same for students, understanding that some students may not know how to properly express how they're feeling, but we allow space for folks to process something that's illogical. We can't make logic out of someone going into a grocery store and shooting people because they're African-American. We can't make logic out of somebody going into a school and shooting students. It makes no sense to us. And so sometimes we may present in a way that's not what we expect. And so we have to, again, use our resources. We have plenty here at Frost Middle School. Rely on one another, again, because we're a Frost family. So I just want everybody to know, once again, that we're here to support one another. We're a Frost family. And I'm hopeful that we don't have to have this type of address any longer, you know, but, you know, just know that we're all here to support one another. So thanks again to all the teachers. I know there was a lag in the communication concerning this meeting right now. We will be sending communication out either the end of the day or tomorrow morning about additional resources and supports that you should be aware of them. And then also, if you need a space to process this afternoon, totally volunteer, not mandatory at all. We will have a space for those who are struggling with what happened yesterday, today at 2:30, and there was a link sent out concerning that. Okay, so I hope everybody's well. Obviously, I can't get around to every classroom today. I was in and out of the building today. Otherwise, I would have been trying to make myself visible to every teacher today, but that was not possible. If you have any questions or concerns, always reach out to myself, the admin team, and/or our clinical support extended team, to include the counselors, psychologists, and social workers. All right, folks, all the best.